Namaste dear learners, I welcome you all to our series of video lessons. Today we will be discussing a drama called The Merchant of Venice, which is written by one of the greatest playwrights of English literature, William Shakespeare. The drama was first printed in 1600 in Quarto, and the play was written shortly after Christopher Marlowe's immensely popular The Jew of Malta, a play wherein a Jew named Barabbas plays a greatly exaggerated villain. ದ ಮರ್ಚೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ವೆನಿಸ್ ನಾಟಕವು ವಿಲಿಯಂ ಶೇಕ್ಸ್ಪಿಯರ್ ಅವರಿಂದ ಬರೆಯಲ್ಪಟ್ಟಿದೆ ಮತ್ತು ಇದನ್ನು 1600ರಲ್ಲಿ ಪಬ್ಲಿಷ್ ಮಾಡಲಾಯಿತು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ ಡ್ರಾಮಾ ವಾಸ್ ರಿಟನ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಜ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಲ್ಟಾ ಬಿಕೇಮ್ ಫೇಮಸ್, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಿಲಿಯಂ ಶೇಕ್ಸ್ಪಿಯರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಗಾಟ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ ಪೋರ್ಟ್ರೇಯಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಅ ಜ್ಯೂ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್. ಯಹೂದಿ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯೊಬ್ಬನ ಜೀವನವನ್ನು ಕುರಿತು ಒಂದು ನಾಟಕ ಬರಿಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ವಿಲಿಯಂ ಶೇಕ್ಸ್ಪಿಯರ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹೀ ರೈಟ್ಸ್ ಎ ಡ್ರಾಮಾ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ದ ಮರ್ಚೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ವೆನಿಸ್. ವಿಲಿಯಂ ಶೇಕ್ಸ್ಪಿಯರ್ portrays the Jew character in The Merchant of Venice in a comic and very easy manner character. The portrayal of Shakespeare's Jew was and remained comic until the late 1700s, at which time he was first played as a true villain. Earlier, before the 1700s, the Jew character in The Merchant of Venice, ಅಂದರೆ ಶೈಲಾಕನನ್ನು 1700ರವರೆಗೆ ಒಂದು ಕಾಮಿಡಿ ಪೀಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ಥರ ವಿಮರ್ಶಕರು ಓದ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರು. In 1814, Shylock's role was depicted as a character to be pitied, and in 1879 he was first portrayed as a tragic character, and later on many people interpreted and the interpretations of different people varied greatly over the years, but since World War II he has most often been conceived as a tragic hero. Earlier ಶೈಲಾಕನ ಪಾತ್ರ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಒಂದು ಕಾಮಿಡಿಯಾಗಿ ಜನ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರು. ಆದರೆ ಎರಡನೇ ವಿಶ್ವಯುದ್ಧದ ನಂತರ ಜ್ಯೂ ಹಾಗೂ ಯಹೂದಿಗಳು ಪಟ್ಟಂಥ ಕಷ್ಟವನ್ನು ಜಗತ್ತು ನೋಡಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಶೈಲಾಕನಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ಟ್ರ್ಯಾಜಿಡಿ, ಅವನು ಕೂಡ ಒಬ್ಬ ದುರಂತ ನಾಟಕದ ಒಬ್ಬ ನಾಯಕ ಅಂತ ಅವನನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡುವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ದ ಮರ್ಚೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ವೆನಿಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬೀನ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಕಾಮೆಂಟ್ರಿ ಆನ್ ದ ನೇಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ರೇಸಿಯಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ರಿಲಿಜಿಯಸ್ ಇಂಟರಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್. ವಿಲಿಯಂ ಶೇಕ್ಸ್ಪಿಯರ್ ಅವರು ಬರೆದಿರುವಂತಹ ದ ಮರ್ಚೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ವೆನಿಸ್ ನಾಟಕ, ವೆನಿಸಿನ ವರ್ತಕ ಎನ್ನುವಂತಹ ನಾಟಕ ಕೇವಲ ಒಂದು ಸುಖಾಂತ ನಾಟಕವಾಗಿರದೆ, ಈ ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಧಾರ್ಮಿಕ ಹಾಗೂ ರೇಸಿಯಲ್ ವರ್ಗಗಳ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಇರುವಂತಹ ದ್ವೇಷ ಭಾವನೆ, ಧರ್ಮಗಳ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಇರುವಂತಹ ದ್ವೇಷ, ಅಸೂಯೆಗಳನ್ನು ವ್ಯಕ್ತಪಡಿಸುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ನಾಟಕವಾಗಿ ಹೊರಹೊಮ್ಮುತ್ತದೆ. The title itself is misleading. The very title of the drama, The Merchant of Venice. ವೆನಿಸಿನ ವರ್ತಕ ಅಂದರೆ ಯಾರು? ವೆದರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಂಟೋನಿಯೋ ಆರ್ ಶೈಲಾಕ್, ವಿ ಡು ನಾಟ್ ನೋ. ದ ವೆರಿ ಟೈಟಲ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಡ್ರಾಮಾ ಈಸ್ ambiguous and misguiding. The title itself is misleading and is often misconstrued as a reference to Shylock, the Jew. However, in reality, it describes the merchant Antonio. Many people think that the merchant, the title character is Shylock. ಈ ನಾಟಕದ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಪಾತ್ರಧಾರಿ ಶೈಲಾಕ್ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಅಂದ್ಕೊಳ್ತೇವೆ, ಆದರೆ ನಿಜವಾಗಿರೋದು ಅದು ಆಂಟೋನಿಯೋ. The ambiguity and misinterpretation of the title has not surprisingly led scholars to continue hotly debating whether Shakespeare meant to be anti-Semitic or critical of anti Semitism. Uh, till today, critics are of different views. No one has come to a conclusion that William Shakespeare was Semitic or anti Semitic. ಅಂದರೆ ವಿಲಿಯಂ ಶೇಕ್ಸ್ಪಿಯರ್ ಅವರು ಯಹೂದಿಗಳ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಬರೆದ್ರ ಅಥವಾ ಯಹೂದಿಗಳ ವಿರುದ್ಧವಾಗಿ ಬರೆದ್ರ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ಏನು ಇಲ್ಲಿಯವರೆಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಯಾವುದೇ ವಿಮರ್ಶಕರು ಪತ್ತೆ ಹಚ್ಚುವುದರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಶಸ್ವಿಯಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಲೇ ಹೇಳಬಹುದು. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಈ ನಾಟಕದ ಟೈಟಲ್, ಈ ನಾಟಕದ ಏನು ಶೀರ್ಷಿಕೆಯನ್ನು ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ಅವರು ಯಾರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತನಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ವೆದರ್ ಈಸ್ ಟಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಶೈಲಾಕ್ ಆರ್ ಆಂಟೋನಿಯೋ ಅನ್ನುವಂತಹ ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ರೀಸನ್ ವೈ ದ ಡ್ರಾಮಾ, ದ ಟೈಟಲ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್. William Shakespeare chooses the city Venice, and it is an arbitrary choice, as we know. The Venice of Shakespeare's day was renowned for its wealth and diversity of cultures, for it was a cosmopolitan market where Eastern goods made their way into the West. The Venice, earlier in the times of William Shakespeare, was considered to be a cosmopolitan city like our Mumbai and Bangalore. ಆಗಿನ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ವೆನಿಸ್ ನಗರ ಒಂದು ಕಾಸ್ಮೋಪಾಲಿಟನ್ ನಗರವಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಹಾಗಾಗಿಯೇ ವಿಲಿಯಂ ಶೇಕ್ಸ್ಪಿಯರ್ ಅವರು ಏನು ವೆನಿಸ್ ಅನ್ನುವಂತಹ ನಗರವನ್ನು ಆಯ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡಿರಬಹುದು ಅನ್ನೋದು ವಿಮರ್ಶಕರ ಒಂದು ವಾದ. In the play, the Christians are portrayed as being an incredibly tight, commonly bound group. William Shakespeare in the drama describes Christians as very united people and commonly bound group. ಕ್ರಿಶ್ಚಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಏನು ಕ್ರಿಶ್ಚಿಯನ್ ಧರ್ಮಕ್ಕೆ ಸೇರಿದಂತಹ ಪಾತ್ರಗಳು, ಈ ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುವಂತಹ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪಾತ್ರಗಳು ಒಂದೇ ಅಭಿಪ್ರಾಯವನ್ನು ಹೊಂದಿರ್ತವೆ ಹಾಗೂ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಒಬ್ಬರಿಗೊಬ್ಬರು ಸಹಾಯವನ್ನು ಮಾಡುವಂತಹ ಗುಣ ಇರುತ್ತದೆ ಅನ್ನುವುದನ್ನು ವಿಲಿಯಂ ಶೇಕ್ಸ್ಪಿಯರ್ ಅವರು ತಮ್ಮ ಬರವಣಿಗೆಯ ಮೂಲಕ ಹೈಲೈಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಆಂಟೋನಿಯೋ ರಶಸ್ ಟು ಗ್ರ್ಯಾಂಟ್ ಬಸಾನಿಯೋ ಅ ಲೋನ್ ಇವನ್ ದೋ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ರಪ್ಟ್ ಹಿಮ್. ವಿಲಿಯಂ ಶೇಕ್ಸ್ಪಿಯರ್ wants to portray the lighter side of Antonio. Even when Antonio is about to go bankrupt, he is ready to help Mr. Bassanio to win the heart of Portia. This is where the dramatist William Shakespeare wants to portray the Christian characters positively and the Jew character, only Jew character, Shylock, negatively. A similar example occurs later when Graziano asks Bassanio for a favor, which is granted before Bassanio even knows exactly what Graziano is asking for. Even the character of Bassanio is also Christian character, and Bassanio's goodness is also depicted by the author, by the dramatist. ಹೇಗೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ, ಗ್ರೇಸಿಯಾನೋ ಅನ್ನುವಂತಹ ಒಬ್ಬ ಬಸಾನಿಯೋನ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಸಹಾಯ ಕೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾನೆ. ಅವನು ಯಾವ ಸಹಾಯ ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ವಿಚಾರಿಸದೆ ಬಸಾನಿಯೋ ಸೇಸ್ ಯಸ್ ಟು ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಹಿಸ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ವೇರ್ ದ ಡ್ರಾಮಟಿಸ್ಟ್ ವಾಂಟ್ಸ್ to create a positive note about the Christian characters in the drama. However, the central community of Christians, with all of its virtue and decency, is immediately subverted by the prodigal loss of the money by Bassanio. Bassanio is a Christian, but he wastes all the money that he borrows from other Christians in the drama. The Christians' generosity and friendship is further undermined by the racism so apparent in their actions. Even though the Christians seems to be good people in the drama, the racism that is at the heart of the Christians is visible throughout the play. ಕ್ರಿಶ್ಚಿಯನ್ ಪಾತ್ರಗಳು ತಮ್ಮನ್ನು ತಾವು ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯವರು ಅಂತ ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡುವಂತಹ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡಿದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಕೊನೆಗೆ ಅವರ ಮನಸ್ಸಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಹುದುಗಿರುವಂತಹ ಆ, ವರ್ಣಭೇದ ನೀತಿ ವರ್ಗಭೇದ ನೀತಿ ಹೊರಗೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಅನ್ನುವಂತಹ ವಿಚಾರಗಳು. Antonio is proud of the fact that he kicks and spits upon Shylock, while Portia is overjoyed when the Black Prince of Morocco fails to choose the correct casket, saying, "Let all of his complexion choose me so." The characters, however, they seem to be positive. They have that racial attitude in them, because Antonio once says that he wants to kick and spit upon Shylock. ಶೈಲಾಕನನ್ನು ನನ್ನ ಕಾಲುಗಳಿಂದ ಒದೆಯಬೇಕು ಮತ್ತು ಅವನ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾನು ಉಗುಳಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನುವಂತಹ ಭಾವನೆಯನ್ನು ಆಂಟೋನಿಯೋ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಪಡಿಸ್ತಾನೆ. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಈ ಅವನು ವ್ಯಕ್ತಪಡಿಸಿದಂತಹ ಭಾವನೆಗಳು ಅವನಿಗೆ ಯಹೂದಿಗಳ ಮೇಲೆ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಏನು ಕೆಟ್ಟ ವಿಚಾರವನ್ನು ಹೊರಹಾಕ್ತದೆ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಪೋರ್ಸಿಯಾ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ವೆನ್ a black king from Morocco is not able to choose the correct casket. I will let you know what is the casket scene in the later part of the drama. Once a person from Morocco, Prince of Morocco, comes to win the hands of Portia, but he chooses a silver casket and he is not able to win Portia. That's where Portia seems to be very happy, because the black man, the black prince, would not win her. The Christian ideals are not only undermined by this racism, the interest, inherent distaste for anyone different from themselves, but also by their hypocrisy with respect to slavery. Though the Christian characters seem to be good at heart, the racism, the slavery is at their bottom of heart. The nature of religious differences has a profound impact on the way the Christians and the Jews live their lives. The things that happen around the Christians and the Jews impact the life of both the Christians as well the Jews of the city. Perhaps the moment of strongest contrast between Shylock and the Christian's ideals concerns the contract of a pound of flesh. When Antonio is not able to give money to Bassanio to go and marry Portia, he asks Bassanio to meet Shylock. And when Bassanio goes to meet Shylock, Shylock says, "I will charge interest." But the Christian characters think that this is inhuman, this is not friendly. They think, the Christian characters think. And after that, Shylock says, "Yes, you need not to give me interest, but I want to make a bond," on which Mr. Antonio has to sign. And what is the bond? We will discuss later. There is a division between the Christian portrayal of Shylock and the words and actions of Shylock himself, which cannot be overlooked. The Christian characters depict the character of Shylock negatively, and his own actions and words are also depicting his own character. The Christians are convinced that he can only think of money, whereas Shylock actually presents a very different, even sentimental outlook. The Christian characters of the drama think that Shylock is of money minded. He thinks only about the money, but his inner feelings and his emotions are not understood by anybody in the drama. Solanio claims that Shylock ran through the street crying out for his daughter and ducats in the same breath. Yes, there is no evidence of this when Shylock himself appears. When Shylock's daughter ran away with all the fortune, he runs in the street and cries in the name of his daughter. That's where we understand that even the Jews also have a heart, feelings. That's what we can take out of this drama. When Shylock's daughter Jessica exchanges a turquoise ring for a monkey, Shylock is not upset about the monetary loss of the ring, but rather the sentimental value it held for him. His daughter Jessica once gives the ring which she is wearing to purchase a monkey. ಒಂದು ಮಂಗನನ್ನು ಕೊಂಡುಕೊಳ್ಳುವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಶೈಲಾಕನ ಮಗಳಾಗಿರುವಂತಹ ಜೆಸ್ಸಿಕಾ ಅವಳ ಕೈ ಬೆರಳಿನಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತಹ ಬಂಗಾರದ ರಿಂಗನ್ನು ಉಂಗುರವನ್ನು ತೆಗೆದು ಕೊಟ್ಟುಬಿಡ್ತಾಳೆ. ಅವಾಗ ಶೈಲಾಕ್ ಡಸಂಟ್ ವರಿ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ರಿಂಗ್. ಆ ಉಂಗುರಕ್ಕೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರುವಂತಹ ಹಣದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಶೈಲಾಕ್ ಚಿಂತೆ ಮಾಡುವುದಿಲ್ಲ, ವಿಚಾರ ಮಾಡುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಹೊರತಾಗಿ he thinks about the value, the sentimental value the ring had in his life. ಅವನ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಉಂಗುರದ ಒಂದು ಏನು ಸ್ಥಾನ ಇತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅವನು ಥಿಂಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಆದರೆ ದುಡ್ಡಿನ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. Most of Shakespeare's comedies return to the first city in which they are set. However, this type of ending is uniquely absent in The Merchant of Venice. The drama Merchant of Venice doesn't end as all other comedies of William Shakespeare end in the same city, because there is a shift of actions from one place to another place in a short time. The characters travel from Venice to Belmont and Belmont to Venice in no time. That's why the drama shifts very quickly, and the drama doesn't has a traditional ending as all other dramas of William Shakespeare end. The drama ends in Belmont. Remember, we will discuss all the things in detail in next classes. Now we will discuss the characters of the drama The Merchant of Venice. There are very important characters, and there are some not so important characters are also there. First character is Antonio. Antonio, as you know, is a wealthy Venetian merchant. He is the merchant from Venice. He is very wealthy, rich, and occasionally lends money and never charges interest. He is very rich, he has lot of money, and he gives money to other Christian people of the town without charging a single rupee interest. In the beginning of the drama, we understand, we learn that the ships of Mr. Antonio are struck in the middle of the sea, and that's where we understand that the main source of income of Antonio is from his merchant ships. He is the merchant of the play's title. ಏನು ಈ ನಾಟಕದ ಶೀರ್ಷಿಕೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂತಹ ವರ್ತಕ ಯಾರು ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಅದು ಆಂಟೋನಿಯೋ ಹಿಮ್ಸೆಲ್ಫ್. ಬಸಾನಿಯೋ, he is a typical Elizabethan lover and nobleman who is careless with his money, hence he has to borrow from Antonio so that he can woo Portia in style. ಬಸಾನಿಯೋ ಒಂದು ರೀತಿಯಾದಂತಹ ವಿಚಿತ್ರ ಪ್ರೇಮಿ ಅಂದ್ರೇ ಸರಿಯಾಗಬಹುದು. He is in love with a girl called Porcia, and he takes money, he takes loan from many of his friends to go and meet Porcia. He is a typical Elizabethan lover who wishes always pomposity and who always wants to look handsome and what very rich. That's what the character of Mr. Bassanio is. Portia is one of Shakespeare's most intelligent and witty heroines of all the plays of William Shakespeare. She is famous for her beauty and for her wealth. As we know, Portia is very beautiful. At the same time, she is very rich. And she is deeply anguished that she must marry only the man who chooses the single casket of three which contains her portrait. Uh, in the play, Portia is worried about her marriage proposal because she has to marry a man who chooses a correct casket from the bunch of three caskets. In one of the caskets, Porcia's portrait is put, and the man who chooses the correct portrait will have to marry Porcia. This has become a problematic thing in the life of Porcia because she is rich, she is beautiful, but she cannot marry the boy whom she wishes. Next, Shylock. He is a Jew, an intelligent businessman, and he believes that he is a money lender. Charging interest is his right. Uh, Shylock thinks that if I lend money, I have all the right to charge interest. And uh, he says that I have good business sense because I charge interest. Next character is the Duke of Venice. The Duke of Venice presides as judge over the court proceedings in Shylock's claim on Antonio. The Duke of Venice, ಶೈಲಾಕ್ ಮತ್ತು ಎಂಟೋನಿಯೋನ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ನಡೆದಿರುವಂತಹ ಹಿಯರಿಂಗನ್ನು ಜಡ್ಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡುವಂತಹ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಡ್ಯೂಕ್ ಆಫ್ ವೆನಿಸ್. ದ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೊರೊಕೊ ಈಸ್ ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್. One of Porcia's suitors, he loses the opportunity to marry her when he chooses the golden casket. The Prince of Morocco, ಏನು ಪೋರ್ಸಿಯಾಳ ಮದುವೆಯನ್ನಾಗುವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಮೂರು ಕ್ಯಾಸ್ಕೆಟ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಏನು ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂಗಾರದ ಕ್ಯಾಸ್ಕೆಟನ್ನು ಆಯ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡಿರುವಂತಹ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಯಾರು ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೊರೊಕೊ. Next one is the Prince of Aragon. He chooses the silver casket. He is another disappointed suitor for Porcia's hand in marriage. ಇವನು ದ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅರಗನ್, ಅವನು ಯಾವುದು ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಹಿ ಚೂಸಸ್ ಬೆಳ್ಳಿಯ ಕ್ಯಾಸ್ಕೆಟನ್ನು ಆಯ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅರಗನ್. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಅವನು ಕೂಡ ಅವಳನ್ನು ಮದುವೆ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳುವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಗ್ರೇಸಿಯಾನೋ ಈಸ್ ದ ಲೈಟ್ ಹಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಟಾಕೆಟಿವ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಬಸಾನಿಯೋ. ಗ್ರೇಸಿಯಾನೋ ಈಸ್ ದ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಬಸಾನಿಯೋ ಹೂ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಟಾಕೆಟಿವ್ and light-hearted. This man Graciano accompanies Bassanio to Belmont, and there Graciano also falls in love with Porcia's confident Nerissa. ಇದು ಈ ನಾಟಕ ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಹೇಗಿದೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಪ್ರೇಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಬೀಳುವುದು, ಮದುವೆಯಾಗುವುದು, ಅದೇ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಗ್ರೇಸಿಯಾನೋ ಕೂಡ ನೆರಿಸಾ ಅನ್ನುವಂತಹ ಪೋರ್ಸಿಯಾಳ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತೆಯ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬೀಳುತ್ತಾನೆ. ಬಸಾನಿಯೋ ಪೋರ್ಸಿಯಾಳ ಜೊತೆ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿದ್ದಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಹಾಗೆಯೇ ಬಸಾನಿಯೋನ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತ ಗ್ರೇಸಿಯಾನೋ ಪೋರ್ಸಿಯಾಳ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತೆ ನೆರಿಸಾಳ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಪ್ರೇಮವನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. ಲೊರೆಂಜೋ ಈಸ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಂಟೋನಿಯೋ and Bassanio. He vows and wins the love of Shylock's daughter Jessica. ಲೊರೆಂಜೋ ಅನ್ನುವಂತಹ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ, ಅವನು ಕೂಡ ಬಸಾನಿಯೋ ಮತ್ತು ಆಂಟೋನಿಯೋನ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತ, and he wins the love of Jessica, the daughter of Shylock. Next character is Jessica. She is the young daughter of Shylock. ಶೈಲಾಕನ ಒಬ್ಬಳೆ ಮಗಳು. ಅವಳ ಹೆಸರು ಏನು ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಜೆಸ್ಸಿಕಾ. ಸಿ ಫಾಲ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಲವ್ ವಿತ್ ಲೊರೆಂಜೋ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಡಿಸ್ಗೈಸ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಬಾಯ್ ಸಿ ಇಲೋಪ್ಸ್ ವಿತ್ ಹಿಮ್. ಯಾರು ಜೆಸ್ಸಿಕಾ ಲೊರೆಂಜೋನ ಜೊತೆ ಪ್ರೇಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿದ್ದಿರ್ತಾಳೆ ಹಾಗೂ ಅವಳ ತಂದೆಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗದ ರೀತಿ ಅವನ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಒಂದು ದಿನ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಸಂಪತ್ತನ್ನು ಲೂಟಿ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಓಡಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾಳೆ. ನೆರಿಸಾ, Porcia's merry and sympathetic lady in waiting. Nerissa is attendant of Porcia. Celarino. He is the friend who believes that Antonio is sad because he is worried about his ships at sea. And next one is Salanio. He is another friend of Antonio who thinks that Antonio's melancholy may be caused because Antonio is in love. Celerio is a messenger from Venice. The next character is Lancelot Gobbo. He is a clone, a jester, the young servant of Shylock. ಕ್ಲೋನ್ ಮತ್ತು ಜಸ್ಟರ್ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಕಾಮಿಡಿ. ಯಾರು ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಇವರು ಸಾಧು ಕೊಕ್ಕಿಲ ಅವರು ಇರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಆ ರೀತಿಯಾದಂಥ ಒಂದು ಪಾತ್ರ ಕ್ಲೋನ್ ಆರ್ ಜಸ್ಟರ್. ನಗಿಸುವಂತಹ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ಮಾಡುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಪಾತ್ರ. ಅದು ಯಾರು ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಲಾನ್ಸ್ಲಾಟ್ ಗೋಬೋ. He is about to run away because he thinks Shylock is the devil. Eventually, he leaves Shylock's service and becomes Bassanio's jester. Lancelot Gobbo leaves Shylock. In the beginning, he was the servant of Shylock, and later on, he changes his side and joins Mr. Bassanio as his jester. The next character is Old Gobbo, the father of Lancelot. He has come to Venice to seek news of his son. Old Gobbo is in search of Lancelot Gobbo, who has come to the city of Venice from a small village. The next character is Tubal. He is a friend of Shylock. He tells him that one of Antonio's ships has been wrecked. Leonardo is Bassanio's servant. Balthazar, the servant whom Porcia sends to her cousin Dr. Bellario. Dr. Bellario, a lawyer of Padua. Stefano, one of Porcia's servants. These are the characters, and the important characters are the character of, I will tell you, Antonio, Bassanio, Porcia, Shylock, the Duke of Venice, the Prince of Morocco, and the Prince of Aragon are important characters to understand the drama. Thank you very much. We will discuss act wise and scene wise in our next class. Thank you.